Hey my people, what's up? How you doing? My name is Dalton. This is my YouTube channel, Dalton My World, and I'm coming at you straight out of Pittsburgh, okay? And I have some really interesting news for you, okay? And this video is going to be about the QLink upgrade information. That's right, QLink upgrade information. Now, QLink, if you don't know what QLink is, QLink is a cell phone company, okay? And they offer free government phones and free government text, a limited amount of data when it's not in a pandemic. Right now in the pandemic, they give you unlimited amount of data with the upgrade, okay? And of course, voicemail, and they're very competitive with all the other government phone deals out there. But even if you can't afford a government phone, they have some very reasonably priced deals that you can work with, as low as I believe almost $15 to $20 a month. Okay, so here's the deal. If you do not know, QLink is upgrading their service, they're upgrading their infrastructure, and this isn't by accident. Okay, this is with the help of, and not only QLink, but all broadband as well as cell phone services have this ability and are currently trying to do this. Okay, this is because of our president Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, our vice president Kamala Harris. In the third stimulus package, what was put in there is money to initiate free our for everyone, and money was also given to our cell phone companies, our internet companies, to better the infrastructure, as well as when they do that, they also get an incentive, which is extra money given to them for doing a good job. Okay, now during this pandemic, and I think it probably lasts all the way to September, this particular deal, they ask you're going to get an email. If you do not get the email, you can call QLink directly and ask for a upgraded SIM. Okay, but you're going to get an email, and in that email it asks you to upgrade your SIM. And what that does, it gives you 4G and 5G, okay? Instead of just 3G, which you normally have, it gives you 4G and 5G. Now, which is really good, okay? And right now, until I believe September, or until the pandemic ends, and I read this, and if you search hard enough, you can find it on their website, that you're going to get unlimited text, unlimited talk, and unlimited data. Data is what allows you to surf the web, watch YouTube, Facebook, even CWTV, whatever you want to stream. Okay, that is what data does. So you get all unlimited, and it hasn't been too bad because I did upgrade mine. Now, one thing you have to understand, that some people have reported to me on my channel that sometimes the SIM didn't work. If the SIM does not work, most of the people just tell support, and support will send them a brand new SIM, and then that works fine. Okay, but if you ever have any issues, support's going to give you all the information you need to contact them. Okay, when you order the upgrade SIM, you're going to get all the information you need in a packet. Okay, and it's going to have their support number, support email, all that stuff for you to contact them if you have a problem. Right? So I've had people complain, oh no, it's not a this is not a fake promotion. Some people were trying to say this is actually real. And what a lot of people don't realize is that all internet, whether it's a government phone or it's one you pay for like T-Mobile or whatever, all of them, okay, are getting this funding from the government and have gotten funding from the government. It's just that they're not like T-Mobile and all these other places. They're just not lowering their prices. Like Boost Mobile, they're not lowering their prices, but they are taking the money. And some of them decide, they're going to share it with everybody, and other people are just going to mainly use a lot of it to build up the infrastructure. Okay. And if you know anything about the fourth stimulus package coming out, it's all about infrastructure and broadband. Well, a couple other things, but one thing they tell you for sure, infrastructure and broadband, okay? And helping all of the United States get up to where it needs to be. So it's, and when they do this, they have to show what they're doing with their money, or else they can get in trouble. Okay, when you're getting grant and money from government, you have to show and documentation eventually, because it just like the IRS, they may audit you. And if you cannot show how you helped other people and how you increased your infrastructure with all the money given to you, I mean, we're talking millions and billions for this deal in the third stimulus package that's already been passed, and coming up even more in the fourth stimulus package that they're working on. They'll probably be signed in 2 months. Okay, so they're getting a lot of money. Okay, and then a lot of times randomly they're pulled to the table to see how they use it. Okay, so no, it's not fake. I've gotten the myself. The SIM, I upgraded it. It works great. I can stream YouTube without any problems. In the past, I sometimes had problems, took a long time buffering just to watch a video. None of that. It's smooth. Okay, love it. But also, it also matters that if you're by towers, if you're not by towers, okay, if you're far off away from a tower, then I don't care what you do, your internet's going to be kind of choppy. Okay, the closer you are in the area of towers that sends out the frequency to your phone, the better your speed's going to be. Okay, now another thing to help you understand something, you don't just get 5G just because you got the SIM. Okay, your hardware in your phone has to be capable of handling and using 5G. Okay, and most phones like that are brand new. Yes, they're unlocked. Like, let's say for instance, unlocked iPhone 12, as they're advertised, can handle 5G. Okay, but if you got an older phone, the most you may be able to handle is 3G and 4G. Okay, but your internet, when you're streaming, it's gonna be a lot smoother. Okay, now this deal with unlimited everything ends once the pandemic ends. And really, most people think because everybody's getting vaccinated and all that stuff that it's probably going to end around September, because most of the things for the stimulus packages end around September of this year. Okay, so it probably ends around, and then it'll go back to its normal state where you get, I believe you get unlimited text, and you get, voice where you can actually make calls. It's not unlimited, but it's a decent amount. And then you also get uh, a actual allowed amount of data. It's not unlimited, okay? But that really won't kick in until September. Now, if things get worse, then it could, that could be expanded. But hopefully things are constantly going to get better for all of us, okay? So that's the deal with the QLink wireless, because a lot of people have been asking about it. A lot of people have been contacting me on my YouTube channel, asking me about it. That's what's going on. So, oh yeah. Now, for those who are eligible, they're also supposed to give you a free tablet in April. It is April. I haven't seen no hide or hair of no free tablet. Now, one thing that kind of threw me off is that they said they're also going to give me $100 credit for something. Okay, now that right there, and that's dealing with the tablet. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that, but it's almost seemed like that maybe they're going to give you $100 credit like at Walmart or something like that, because you can actually get, it's not a super strong tablet, but you can actually get a tablet from Walmart or some of these other stores for about $80. So if they sent you a $100 voucher, you easily can get you a tablet. Okay, so I'm not quite sure if they're going to actually send you a tablet, because I haven't seen any. Okay, or if they're just going to send you some voucher, like they made a deal, like if they made a deal with Walmart or something like that, and they just send you $100 voucher, and you go and pick yourself up a tablet, for $100 or under. I'm not quite sure, but when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is going to be a little bit something to that tablet deal. But I always give it to you straight. I haven't received no tablet. Okay. Am I getting money for this? Doing this video? Are they sponsoring me? No. If they were, I would let you know. Okay. I'm just giving you straight from my own experience. Now, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I am not a techie. I do not work for their company or anything like that. I have limited knowledge of tech, but I do know how to work on certain things that I had to work on to get my phone working. Okay, so I'm not gonna go in all my background of everything I do and know and all that, but I'm not affiliated with them. That's why I can give it to you straight. They ain't paying me no money. Okay, even if they were, I'll give it to you straight, because that's just how I am. Okay, so that is my somewhat quick review and information on this new QLink wireless upgrade that they have going on. And if you do not, check your spam or your junk mail, and if you didn't get it, okay, that email, or if you lost that email, call them directly and let them know, hey, I want that upgraded SIM. And you can ask them right there, do you think I'm gonna be eligible for that allegedly free tablet? It's just that easy breezy. Take care of your business. Now remember, anytime they're sending you a SIM, some aspects of your service may be a little interrupted because they're changing everything over. Okay, so expect that. I mean, mine wasn't horrible. The only thing I experienced was the data until I got the SIM. Then it went smoothly, but I was still able to make calls and stuff. So, all right, and that's it. I ask you to give me a thumbs up. I ask you to subscribe, Okay, and if you get that tablet, I really think it's going to be some type of voucher. But if you get that tablet or if you get that voucher, let me know in the comments box below. All right, I ask you to share this because this is really good information to help a lot of people during this pandemic time. All right, and I will wrap to y'all later. Peace.